Hey, Tyler. Obviously, you've got your own style. You've got your own hopes of how you're going to pitch tomorrow. But what goes through your mind when you watch what Blake and Yoshinobu did in the first two games of this series?
Just super impressive. I think just to start a series like that on the road and to pitch two really good games and come out with 2 wins is huge. So I'm in a good spot for tomorrow, and yeah, I'll do what I do my game planning, and then go out and hopefully pitch well.
Freddie, Mookie, some of the vets on this team always say, like, hitting can be contagious, slumps can be contagious. Can pitching be contagious? To piggyback off what he said, could you pick up off that momentum that you guys before you just did in these last 2 games?
I hope so. Yeah, I think I don't know. For me, I think sometimes it sounds cool and it's like kind of magical, but I think it's kind of like if you just go out and pitch well. I think because we have a lot of good starting pitching, I think because we have a lot of good hitting, I think a lot of times like it will line up all together at some points, and then sometimes in season it won't. So I don't know if it's just kind of like statistically like the odds are that we will pitch good all together at some point, or if it does kind of have some sort of momentum effect. I hope it does, because then it would help me out tomorrow. But I don't know. Like I hope, I guess, is my short answer.
Just to follow up on that a little bit, you think of everything the rotation has kind of been through this season. There's been injuries, there's been slumps. What does it mean to just kind of have everybody clicking right now?
Yeah, it's perfect timing. I feel like towards the end of the season we started playing really good baseball, and then as the postseason has started, we've all just kind of clicked and like kind of gotten on a new level. The vibes are really good in the clubhouse. Everyone's feeling great, and it's just a good time to get hot for sure.
Tyler, you've always been really good about compartmentalizing, and you've used that word before. How were you able to kind of compartmentalize in that first game, and how do you approach the next one? Hard word to say.
Just try to not do too much, not make it any bigger than it needs to be. Just game plan like any normal start, and just let like the extra adrenaline kind of have my stuff play up, but not maybe go into it trying to do too extra or too little. Just treat it like normal, and I think it helped me with my last start in Philly, and I'm feeling good right now physically, so just kind of take it like a normal start.
You've been around Blake Snell probably longer than anybody on your team. He seems like a guy that's very obsessive about getting an edge, holding an edge, not giving it away. Could you describe kind of his competitiveness and wanting that edge, and do you have any kind of stories about his competitiveness?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he's just the ultimate competitor. Works really hard, has his own game plan. He's like unique in his own sense. I think about how he attacks guys and how he goes about training and stuff. I think I've heard from third-party people, like even when he plays video games, he's like, we gotta win. Like he's very like, he's always about winning. So, and he'll get mad on the video games too. Like he's like, you guys aren't playing together. We need to step it up and stuff like that. I remember the Rays guys would tell me that, and some guys with the Dodgers told me that as well. So I think he's just kind of, I think with a lot of people who are good at, or who are competing, you kind of have it on all the time. And I think he's one of those guys.
A few more for Tyler. Michael, we'll take 2 more, Michael, and then we'll finish up down here.
You've pitched in the playoffs before being here. You pitched in the World Series before being here. But last year you got to watch what it took, I guess, to win it all. And I know it was a different recipe, but is there anything that you can apply from that journey and that run last year, now that you're pitching every series this year?
I think just how like strong we are together as a team. Like we do so much stuff together, playing, bus route, like everything all together. And I think that's like, I don't even know who started doing that, but I think we've made it like a point to just do everything together and practice and planes and everything. So even like small group stuff, maybe Miggy or Mookie, I don't know. I think just that. I think that's what I noticed the most last year. Just how like, it almost felt like Little League again in a way, like bussing the games together. And I know our teams fly, but we have like our own plane, and it's just a really, really tight-knit group. And I think last year I saw how helpful that was. And I think we're just running it back this year, and it's nice to be a part of.
You've been here for a couple seasons now, and I'm just curious if the effect of being a local guy pitching for the Dodgers on this huge stage, does that still have an effect on you, or have you had to completely wipe that out to just do your job?
Not really. I think it's just, if I think about it, it just feels like a cool feeling. I don't necessarily like, it doesn't add pressure or anything. I like the fact that I am home and I'm pitching for the Dodgers, and it just adds kind of like a nice, cool thing. But I think maybe early on when I first got here, it was a little bit more in my head, and now I've been here a while. I don't really think about it too much anymore. I mean, I appreciate it, but it doesn't like stick in my brain all the time, I guess. Yeah.
All right, Tyler, appreciate the time.
Sweet,
Thank
thank
you.
you.